I'm Shannon.
And I'm Holly, and this is a Girls Gone Curious podcast, where we talk about things that make us curious. So, grab your favorite drink, sit back, and relax, because your show is loading. Today's episode includes strong language, like always. This podcast is not suitable for children. It is time for some Reddit stories.
Whoop, whoop.
It's been a while since we've...
It has. It feels like it's been...
a month?
Yeah, because it probably...
Probably has, honestly, with our special and all of that.
Our first story is, Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for interrupting a marriage proposal on Valentine's Day because it was actually my ring?
Huh?
What?
I need some more information on this.
Yeah. I, 32 male, went out to dinner with my girlfriend, 30 female, on Valentine's Day. We went to an upscale restaurant. Honestly, this whole thing would have been avoided if I did the proposal the way I wanted. But I knew from talking with my girlfriend that she wanted something in public, but intimate, with champagne and good food and other aspects. So after being together for 3 years, having been living together for 1 year, and knowing she was getting a little antsy about marriage, I decided to save up, buy the ring, with the help of her best gay friend Ronnie. The man is a godsend because jewelry is not my thing, and set up the proposal. Ronnie was awesome enough to get it on video for us. I talked to the waitstaff as I made the reservation, and they agreed to put the ring on the red velvet cupcake she would get for dessert. She always gets the red velvet. I had a whole speech. Aww. Dinner goes great. Ronnie prepped the video from the corner. He hadn't actually eaten there, otherwise he would have been spotted. Dessert comes out, and there is no ring. I give the waitress a look, and she seems confused. As I'm trying to figure out what happened while trying not to tip off my girlfriend, I hear, "Oh my God, yes!" Turning, I can see a girl holding up a ring, and the guy looks both stunned and panicked. There are claps, cheering, whistles, and happy tears. She hugs the stiff, numb guy, so I get up and go over and look at the ring, which she isn't wearing because, surprise, surprise, it's not her size. So I tap the guy's shoulder and tell him there was a mix-up in the kitchen, show them both the email with the receipt and image of the ring, and take it back before either can respond. The guy looks relieved, and the woman starts yelling at me about stealing the ring. The guy pipes up that he hadn't actually bought anything and that it wasn't for her. She stares at him, and it looks like she wants to cry. But the guy continues, basically word vomiting, that he was actually going to wait until March to tell her he wanted to break up. Oh my God.
What the fuck?
Or to break up. I could only half hear as she started to cry very loudly. He didn't want to ruin Valentine's Day for her, but he had to be honest. I dipped after that because it was really awkward and no longer my issue, which is why I might be the asshole. I went back to my table, quietly explained the situation to my girlfriend, and she took the ring, slipped it on, and smiled. She told me we could do another proposal, but not to make a scene out of it now. I could tell she was sad for the other girl. But now my face is on a bunch of videos in my area showing me take the ring and make her cry after she said yes, without context. I've gotten a lot of hate for it, and when told the entire thing, I get hate for not waiting for the moment to be over and humiliating the poor girl. Am I the asshole? I didn't continue with the proposal right after that happened. I didn't do the speech, the knee, the whole bit. I just quietly explained to her we finished our food and left.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in there.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily think he's the asshole for taking the ring. It is he bought the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, the guy that she thought was the guy that she thought was proposing to her looked all stiff and what the fuck else do you do?
Right. In this particular situation, the guy who was proposing is not the asshole. I actually think the guy that took his girlfriend out on a date and was planning on breaking up with her is the asshole.
Yeah.
Not because he was panicked or anything like that, but why the hell wouldn't you just break up with her? Just because it's Valentine's Day doesn't mean...
Yeah, that's fucking fucked up. Well, and she thinks that he's proposing, and this guy comes over and says, like, no, that's my ring.
Yeah. And then he's like, well,
actually, I wanted to break up with you next month, so...
Yeah, that's pretty messed
like,
up.
What the fuck?
That's pretty messed up.
Well, and now she's going to remember that Valentine's as...
Yeah.
kind of getting proposed to and being dumped.
Yeah.
That's so messed up.
Comment number 1 says, I hope the restaurant at least comped you and the other couple. How awful for everyone involved. Agree. Like...
Yeah, wouldn't a restaurant, like, note, like, this is the table, this is the person.
Yeah.
Make sure it gets to the right person, not...
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so.
They could get... I'm assuming they could get a lawsuit if it went sideways.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, you can pretty much sue for everything.
Yeah, you can sue for anything.
Comment number 2, not the asshole. Restaurant fucked up. They're the asshole. Agreed. Post a video on whatever socials yours is running around on with what you typed here. Agreed. And the internet is forever, and regardless of what you say, it's going to get turned.
Yeah. No matter what you say, what you do.
As he learned.
There's always the good side and the bad side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think this person's the asshole.
I don't either. I just think it was a really shitty situation for, I mean, especially for him, like, he's going to propose, and then the other guy, he's literally getting away, like, counting down the time to break up with his girlfriend. And that poor girl just, like, so, like, I can't even imagine the range of emotions she went through so quickly.
I mean, I felt a little bit like about the... Well, if we did it my way, we wouldn't be in this situation. That was like a little... It's not just about one side. It's...
Agreed.
But either way, he's not the asshole for taking his ring. Story number 2 is another Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for accidentally telling my parents about my sister's pregnancy because I was tired of keeping the secret? I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm going to say probably, but the story always is... story is not necessarily always...
Yeah, the title sometimes is misleading. I, 24 female, have a younger sister, 21 female. We're not really close, but we're not enemies either. We always had a competitive sibling dynamic. About 2 months ago, she told me she was pregnant. I wasn't planning, and she was freaking out about how our parents would react. They're pretty traditional and can be judgmental. She made me promise not to tell anyone. Like full, you cannot say a word until I'm ready serious. I agreed, but I was hesitant about it. She lives at home, and I visit my parents pretty often. My mom keeps making comments to me about how my sister has been moody and gaining weight, and asked if I knew what was going on. Every time, I had to pretend I didn't. I started getting tired of keeping this up quickly. I also felt weirdly left out of everything. She wouldn't update me much, but expected me to cover for her constantly. I wasn't lying to keep her cover, but I had no idea what was going on, and I felt used. Last weekend, my mom directly asked me if my sister was pregnant. I hesitated and finally gave in. I think you should talk to her. which obviously confirmed it. My mom confronted her immediately. It turned into a huge blow-up fight. My sister is furious and says I betrayed her and stole the chance for her to tell them on her own terms. I told her I didn't outright say she was pregnant. I just didn't deny it. And honestly, I was tired of carrying the secret around my parents. She said I made it about me because I was uncomfortable for a few weeks, while she's been dealing with something life-changing. Now she won't answer any of my texts. Part of me feels guilty because I did promise, but the other part of me feels like I shouldn't have been in that position in the first place. Am I the asshole?
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
She literally could have told her mom, like, you need, like, her saying, I think you should talk to her is not saying, it's not actually confirming or denying anything, yeah. But I can see where she would think it was. She should just tell her mom, like...
She could just say, I don't know.
Yeah. And she could have told her from the very beginning, like, you need to talk to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she doesn't have to be updated on her sister's pregnancy. That's kind of weird too. Like, that's if she wants to share the information with her. Yeah. She's not obligated because she's family.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I'm thinking about is how long has she been keeping this secret?
Yeah, and I think this is a couple weeks, right?
Did I say that? About 2 months ago. So it was a couple months.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She says I made it about me because I was uncomfortable for a few weeks while she's been dealing with something life-changing. So I don't know what is a few weeks. Like you said, a couple months. So I don't know. But even still, like...
Well, in the beginning it says about 2 months ago she told me she was pregnant. Okay.
Yeah, so she could have not said anything to the parents or not said anything to the mom and like told the sister like, hey, you need to tell mom because she keeps pestering me and I just keep telling her whatever, but I don't want to do it anymore. So you got to tell her. Something
instead
like that.
Of just coming outright.
Yeah.
Okay, there is an edit. To everyone saying I should have let my sister know I could no longer keep this up and that I wanted to be involved in the situation. I did. I very clearly told her my concerns that mom was getting suspicious, and I could not keep this up for much longer as it was eating away at me to hide it. Her response, it doesn't matter and she doesn't care how uncomfortable I feel. It's her decision and not fair to her. From my point of view, it was unfair to put me in this position in the first place. As for being involved, she appeased me with vague updates once a week through a couple of words on text. No solid plans for moving forward. I was just tired and done with it.
Okay, now so that kind of changes it then. I don't necessarily think...
If she did come forward and say, like, I can't keep lying about this.
And her sister was like, tough shit, then no, she's not the asshole and your sister's an asshole.
Yeah. Well, if her sister was worried about it in the first place, she shouldn't have confided in her sister. Mm-hmm. It's hard to keep a secret from your parents, especially if you see them very often.
Yeah.
And if they're questioning about it.
Yeah.
It's definitely hard.
Very obvious. It's going to be obvious when you're wearing
probably baggy stuff.
Yeah. And if you're not usually wearing baggy stuff or, when you start to show your little belly bump and all that, like that stuff is noticeable. So I don't know.
Unless you're like my sister who
yeah, wink wink.
Oh man. Pretty much didn't she had to fucking know, but didn't know she was pregnant until like 4 weeks before having her child.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I just, and I know every pregnancy is different, but man, my boys were tumbling. Like, it was like they were in
gymnastics.
Yeah, or something, because it was like,
They
a
were
foot to the ribs and punching my belly button out. Like, I don't know how she would think that is gas.
bubble guts. I don't think so.
There wouldn't be enough Pepto in the world to calm that down.
Your boys were just preparing for sports.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, man. Back to the story. Comment number 1. Sorry, but the sister is an asshole. OP didn't ask to be told, and despite having to deal with this for 2 months, there was no end in sight. OP was basically sister's prisoner in this. The mom guessed right, so not the asshole.
Agreed.
Comment number 2. As a mom, I don't play games with my kids and her relationships with other family members. What the fuck? Drop the passive-aggressive manipulation.
And that's a good point, because the mom acting the way she did, like, one, what the fuck does it matter that your kid is pregnant, first of all?
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, it's like she's playing the daughters against each other and talking about one daughter to the other daughter like, isn't she gaining weight? She sure is moody. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, bitch.
Yeah. Well, it's just like some families are like that. They're very traditional, and I come from one. I mean, I don't think they're the most traditional family out there,
yeah.
But they do have, they're set in their ways in
Mm-hmm.
certain places.
And there's I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with being traditional but I also think that the mom in this case was playing her daughters against each other, and I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of makes me think of like the little girls, like when they were little, I don't know. I'm like totally overanalyzing this, but it's like, is that how she was when they were little? So, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of them treated more than the other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely, I think there's definitely something a little bit wrong with everything going on.
Yeah. But not the asshole. The OP is not the asshole.
No, the OP is not the asshole. Now the sister and mom, probably.
Yeah. Okay, so from Am I the Asshole, we are now going to get into weddings. Dun dun dun.
That might be a common theme.
Yeah. For a lot.
For a little bit.
Bride to be. So this is like this category is wedding planning. First story. Wedding planning made me realize my friends don't care about me. Oh, it's also like relationships, family category. I don't know if I was expecting too much from my friends, but I was hoping I could get some insight from fellow brides on whether I was asking for too much as a bride. The whole process made me feel so alienated from my friend group. I'm having a hard time even speaking with them after everything has passed. A couple of examples of incidents that happened. 1, I would post in the group chat whether anyone would like to go wedding dress shopping with me, and everyone would read the text and ignore it. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. When and where, honey, I will be there. I don't know you, but I will be there. Although with previous friends, everyone would be excited to go wedding dress shopping with them. One of my friends eventually said she'd come twice, but on both occasions, she notified me while I called before leaving the house that she wouldn't be coming. If I didn't call her, I wouldn't have known that she couldn't make it. That friend proceeded to ghost me after the wedding.
Aww. That's shitty.
Yeah. Second incident. When I announced the date of my wedding, one of them outright said, "We can't come to your wedding. The date doesn't work for us." She then proceeded to send videos on how dangerous the wedding destination is to the group chat. If it wasn't mentioned, it is a destination wedding. scaring the other girls from going. Disclaimer, it is not an unsafe country. It's actually quite a popular tourist destination. Afterwards, she had discussions with my other friends, contemplating whether she would come to the wedding without even notifying me. I had already marked her as a no.
I mean, I understand if you don't do a destination, like
Right.
you don't go to a destination wedding
because it's expensive.
Yeah, if you don't have money or
totally understand.
If you do have money and you are actually able to go, but you just made up an excuse to not go, no.
Yeah. Or if you don't have money and you don't want to go, you don't have to make up some elaborate, just say you can't go.
Yeah. And just like participate in things that she's doing at home.
Right.
Like go to the fucking wedding dress shopping, go help her decide other things. Like there's more to wedding than just the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, there's a lot to it.
Yeah. The third incident was they didn't throw me a bachelorette even though we sent out the wedding invites 6 months ahead. I had even brief discussions on what I would like my bachelorette to be like with one of the girls. I am not at all high maintenance. A nice dinner would have been more than enough for me. One of them said we just didn't have time to plan it. It makes me sad since every girl in the group had either a bachelorette or a shower that was fully planned and funded by the group. I was always more than happy to plan and celebrate these special moments with everyone. I guess all this breaks my heart since I considered them family, and this made me realize they probably don't value me as much as I valued them. I did my best to show up for everyone's happy moments and be there during the tough times. I'm not sure how to proceed with these friendships after all this.
Don't proceed.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Oh, honey, they're not friends.
No. Especially if they're doing everything for everyone else in the group except for you.
Yeah. Edit. We don't live in US, so perhaps things are a bit different there. But we do have bridesmaids. Most of the group already told me they can't make it when I announced that I'm getting married, so I never got the chance to ask them to be bridesmaids. I also didn't mind that they couldn't come. The ones that ended up coming were bridesmaids, a group of, I don't know what that is, expats?
Expats?
Who don't have family living around.
It's someone who chooses to live outside their home country.
Oh, okay.
Often seeking new experience, opportunities, or lifestyles.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much family that travel.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
Or just people that travel.
Which kind of, I guess that makes sense now that we have all that. But we are a group of expats who don't have family living around. We always showed up for each other. I was a bridesmaid for most of them. We usually plan the bachelorettes as a surprise without any requests from the bride. Also, the wedding was in a perfectly safe area. The friend who sent these videos is someone used to traveling to many third world countries, in some cases to attend friends' weddings.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and like, if they're a group of people who travel, they should be perfectly fine with going to, especially if they go to third world countries.
Yeah. So why wouldn't they go to her?
Yeah.
There's something else is not being said here.
Yeah,
Or there's a lot of something not being said here.
There's probably a group, like they have their group chat, and then they probably have a group chat of everyone except for her.
Yeah, probably.
That's what it seems like to me. Seems like to me like someone brought this person in, and then they felt like they just couldn't get rid of her.
Yeah.
Or something like that they all decided that they didn't like her, but don't want to say anything. Instead, they're just bitches.
Yeah, which is such fucking shit.
If you don't like someone and you don't want them to be a part of their group, say something. It's not right to just string them along.
Right, exactly. So there's a couple of comments. The first one is, yeah, OP, it's important to designate who is throwing your bachelor at party. I was the best man at my roommate's wedding, but I threw the bachelorette party and didn't go to the bachelor party because we had an untraditional wedding party set up. but that was discussed and designated beforehand. I was asked to do that by the bride and groom. It sounds as if you didn't really talk to them about it? Question mark.
But she says that she talked to them and said what she was looking for.
Yeah, all she wanted was a dinner. Which,
yeah.
That's cool. That's what she wanted. That's all she wanted was a nice dinner. Just sit down with all the girls. The second comment was, that sounds really painful. You had every right to expect some excitement and support from people you consider close friends. It's not about being a high maintenance bride. It's about wanting to share a special moment in your life with the people who matter to you. The fact that they didn't show up for you, especially after you've been there for them, would hurt anyone. Sometimes weddings reveal who truly values the relationship. It might take time, but you'll eventually find peace and maybe even new friendships with people who show up with the same energy you give. 100% agree.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very shitty of them.
Yeah.
And if she said that, she has expressed what she wanted, and they're doing nothing about it, then it's...
We don't have time to plan it. Honey, you've had 6 months to plan it.
Yeah.
It's just a dinner. It's not like anything has to be any excessive amount of anything. Like,
so exactly where are like her friends from? Are they from like her home, home, or are like they from all over?
Yeah.
Because I mean, I understand maybe like if you couldn't get the whole group together, but like someone's gotta be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's shitty either way.
Agreed.
Our next wedding story is wedding shaming. Because why not? Couple revealed during reception they'd been secretly married for 2 years. Tacky. Why the fuck would you keep it for a secret for 2 years?
Yeah. That's what I want to know.
I'm pretty shook up about this still. I attended my brother's wedding around 3 months ago. Everything seemed normal. Nice wedding. Lots of people traveled a long way. The only thing that felt off to us was the actual ceremony. My brother had told us they had 2 pastors back out on them due to scheduled conflicts. And they had to get their friend to get an online license and marry them. It seemed really bizarre at what was an otherwise pretty well done wedding. The vows also seemed off. Stuff was absent from the vows. We didn't know why at the time. We assumed maybe their friend just forgot because he was nervous. Fast forward to the reception. Around an hour into that, my brother played a video for everyone which revealed that they had done a courthouse wedding 2 years prior. For some strange reason, they never told anyone. We were all just finding out. They didn't have a good reason why. They just said, we woke up that day and decided to get married. People were incredibly confused. Older people in the room were asking people what was going on. It was just so crazy. It all happened so fast, and my brother basically did a mic drop as if to say, okay, so cool. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
Later, my brother's wife was asking my parents what they thought of the wedding, and they both said, well, it was really nice, but we would have liked to know it wasn't a real wedding beforehand.
Right?
The bride freaked and basically threw a tantrum right there in front of everyone. Stuff got ugly. My brother yelled at them and said they ruined the whole evening. A lot of people frankly left after the big reveal. You could tell that it just made everyone uncomfortable. My parents apologized a week later for what they said at the wedding, but they told my brother that they were still upset that they were lied to for 2 years. My brother is currently barely speaking to them because he claims they did nothing wrong and people are wrong to be angry about it. Brother might be a narcissist, by the way. This opened my eyes to that.
Yeah, that's messed up. Like, what was his reason? I mean, he says it's just because they woke up and was like, yeah, let's go get married. I mean, why wouldn't they tell anybody, though? Like, why wait 2 years? Like,
yeah.
Hey, we're just deciding to go to the courthouse and get married. I know it's short notice. If you guys can come, that's awesome. Like, to his parents and siblings or whatever, and her family. And then if not, that's fine too. And we're going to have a kick-ass party in a couple of years to celebrate it.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't do that? That's so weird.
Why not just say, like, oh, we already had our ceremony.
Yeah.
And we don't want a reception right now.
Right.
So we'll have it, like, in a couple years or something.
It's so weird.
And, like, probably a lot of time and money went into, like, that ceremony and reception, which I get having the reception, but, like, playing out a ceremony when you're already married?
And it's not like they were, like, did they tell people they were renewing their vows? Like, that could be something too.
Yeah.
But they didn't even do that. They were planning like it was a first time wedding.
Yeah, they were acting like they were getting married that day.
Yeah.
When they actually were married 2 years prior. That is so weird.
Yeah, that's very odd to me.
Like, what the fuck happened to where you felt like you needed to keep a secret for 2 years?
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Well, and then his parents saying, like, oh, well, that's, like, okay, but, like, we're kind of upset, like, that it wasn't an actual wedding.
Yeah.
And then for her to just, like, flip out and throw a tantrum.
Yeah. It's like, well, because it wasn't, like...
No, it wasn't a wedding. It was just a party. Anyways. Comment number 1. My son had a somewhat private courthouse wedding while he was in the Marines so that his wife could be on his benefits and in case he didn't come home. But they also had told everyone that it was just for legal purposes and the real poofy dress, wedding, and honeymoon that she had always dreamed of was going to be after he was discharged. We all knew it beforehand, and the real wedding was wonderful. Like, that's...
Yeah, see, like, everybody knew, though.
Yeah.
Like, they got married, and I totally get that. I totally understand
that.
I mean, I don't have to understand anything. It's not my life, but I understand the reason why they did it, but they also told everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I completely understand if you want to have, like, intimate, private ceremony, or you just want to go to the courthouse and you want to get it over with.
Yeah.
And you're not into doing big ceremonies.
Yeah.
Fine, but, like, why would you keep it a secret for 2 years?
Yeah, that's so weird.
Comment number 2. It's the lying that's really odd.
Exactly. Like, nothing else. Like, it's just the lying. That's so weird.
Not only lying for 2 years, but not telling everyone coming it was a commitment ceremony. And they were already married. What did they think would happen? People laughing and thinking it was a great 2-year prank? Now, every one time people will see them, they will think that they traveled and took off time for a sham wedding, and they were lied to. Even to the extent of having another wedding.
Yeah, and see, it wouldn't have bothered me that they were having another wedding if they were just like, hey, we're renewing our vows, or they told people before, we are just doing a courthouse, then we'll do the big wedding ceremony, reception, all that later. That would have been cool.
Yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Yeah. Especially for, like, people to travel days or hours.
Yeah.
And then it not even...
Yeah. Like, just kidding.
Just kidding. We've been married for 2 years.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, next up is wedding tips.
Oh, look, another wedding category.
1 week married. Here are my tips for planning and the day of. Recap and budget. I've been married for 1 amazing week. Upon reflection, these are my top pieces of advice for wedding planning and enjoying the event. Do makeup and hair trials if you can. Totally worth it. I mean, I can totally see that. Like, you're going to want to see different
Yeah. You
hairdos
want to make sure the hairdo and makeup in your head actually looks the way you want it to look.
Right. And sometimes it might look better with, like, if they tweak this or tweak that. Yeah.
Well, and you might think you like your hair all the way up, but you might come to find out that you actually like some of it down.
Hire a day of coordinator. If you think you don't need one, trust me, you do. You don't have to hire one. You can just make a family member one or a friend. Give yourself plenty of time to figure out what you want and what you can afford. There's nothing wrong with a long engagement if it means you save money and avoid feeling rushed into making decisions. My wedding would have looked pretty different if I planned it in 1 year versus the 2 I allotted myself. You do not need to buy a dress at your dress appointment. Unless you are 100% sure, go home and sleep on it. I always talk about, and it could be different for everybody, but I tried on probably 14 or 15 dresses before I tried on the one. And I went into it. I had no idea about dress shopping, anything of the sort. I looked at like brides magazines and stuff like that. And then I went into the bridal shop, and like I said, I tried on all these dresses, and when I tried on the one, I got goosebumps and started crying, and I was like, this is the dress. So everybody might not have that type of experience. I hope everybody does have that type of experience, but
I think it's more of, if you have a little bit of doubt on the dress, you have a little bit of like, I don't know, then sleep on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if you in that moment, like you said, gets goosebumps, start crying.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and she did say 100% sure, so yeah, absolutely. And have someone there to take pictures, like if you are like, that way you can like go back and look at pictures too if you want.
Well, and also so you can go back to it in case you actually want it.
Right. On a slightly related note, if you get a dress from David's Bridal, use outside alteration services.
I could have fucking told you that.
And that's what I was just say. Absolutely, use outside services.
Well, it's just like we just went to a bridal expo that was a disappointment. We won't mention how long we drove for it. But David Bridals was there, and they were like pushy. They were like, "Oh, you looking for a dress?" And I said, "Yeah," because eventually I am, right. But like I still got like another like almost 2 years before, because it'll had just turned 2026.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, if you book it now, you get 10% off, blah, blah, blah. If you book a fitting now, you also get this free bag and stuff. Like, why don't you just hand out the free bag? Yeah. Like everyone else is doing.
Yeah. Like, okay, well, I actually don't want your
She's
bag.
like, oh, you get this free bag. And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then she's like, if you sign up.
Yeah.
It's and I'm like, go get fucked.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, another wedding dress vendor was like, are you looking for a dress? And I said, eventually. And she's like, okay, I'll just give you my card. Yeah. Or give you the card. Like, do that instead of like, I hate when they're pushy.
Yeah.
Because
me too.
A lot of times I feel like I'm peer pressured into doing something.
Yeah. And that's when it's like, nope.
Deuces.
Yeah. Utilize your local Facebook wedding group. I booked literally all of my vendors through Facebook, especially if you are on a budget. So many people are flexible and willing to work with you. Invite who you want. Don't invite who you don't. It's hard in practice, but it's good advice. You don't need to invite your third cousin that's been removed 2 times unless you want to.
But I mean,
you don't need to invite your aunt if you don't want to.
But I mean, like, gift.
Wink, wink.
Money, possibility.
Honeymoon fund. If you find yourself ripping hair out over the smallest details, like getting the shade of blue perfectly right for your napkins, try and think about the color of the napkins at the last wedding you went to. Put yourself in the shoes of a guest and focus on what really matters. Nobody gives a fuck about the napkins.
No.
They just want a napkin. They don't give a shit if it's puce or mauve. They don't care. They just, would like a napkin to wipe off the massive cake.
Baby green poop.
Yeah. And probably the biggest that I also tip is go with the flow. Now, there's going to be stress, but the best thing is to, just things will happen.
Yeah, something's gonna go wrong.
Yeah.
Even if it's a small thing or a big thing, something's gonna go wrong. And
the person that you picked to marry you might not show up that day, but there's other weddings going on around in the area. So your mother kicks off her high heels and runs barefoot to catch another person that can marry you.
What kind of Hallmark shit is that?
So, there's all kinds of possibilities that can happen, and you're trying not to panic because you're in an air-conditioned limo waiting for your entrance, or actually it's your exit to your entrance. But it's fine. Everything was fine. So go with the flow. The day of my wedding, I found out we couldn't use any of my candles because of the venue's policy, which I unfortunately misunderstood in the contract. The breeze through the venue would have blown them out anyway, and the wind was also blowing over all of my signage and messing up the napkins.
Oh no, the napkins.
We had bought Mr. Fans last minute due to the heat and found out the venue had installed some that we could have used for free. My DJ was replaced last minute due to truly unforeseen circumstances, and he all but ignored our playlist for dancing and didn't do a very good job. Everyone still had an absolutely amazing time, including myself. We completely forgot about having a DJ or anything of the sort. We literally had our boombox or whatever it was that played. We brought a shit ton of CDs and just put it in and played it to the songs that we wanted to dance to.
That works.
Yeah, that's literally all it was. We totally forgot about that aspect, and, nobody gives a shit about any of that now. We had the songs that we wanted to dance, me and hubby, and then, of course, me with my dad, and him with his mom, and then me with my boys. So, yeah, other than that, like, oh, my babies. Yeah, it was just little things that might seem like a big deal at the moment.
Yeah.
Truly are not. Like, and I don't even think we had napkins either. Did we have forks? I don't even know if we had forks. I think we had plates, and then we had the one cake knife. I don't think we had forks. I think everybody ate with their hands.
Everyone raw dogging the cake.
That is hilarious.
Oh, man. I think the most important part is as long as you're getting married to the person you want to get married to.
Right. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. Another tip, have a welcome event if you can. Getting everyone together the night before the wedding was so special, and we had the most meaningful conversation with our friends then. The welcome party was absolutely a highlight. If you're considering first look and private vows, I cannot recommend this enough. It was our favorite part of the day, and we were so glad we got to have a moment that was truly just for us. We did a public version of our vows that people still loved. I have thoughts on this, and it's not that it matters, but it's everybody's choice to do whatever the hell they want because it's their wedding. I've seen first look pictures and I've seen or videos, and they seem very sweet and very emotional. Totally understand. But there was one video in particular, I cannot remember who, but she said, the first look that my husband is going to get of me in my wedding dress is when I'm walking down the aisle, because I want everyone to see how he reacts to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the private vows I get to, because like, if you're not...
Let's be honest, I'm not going to be able to get through them.
Do you? Mm-hmm. Do you? Mm-hmm. Cool. You may kiss the bride. In Jeebus' name.
In Jeebus' name. Oh, fuck.
We love those guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's going to be, I mean, I totally understand that. And I can imagine that was very special and sweet.
Yeah. Like, me and my fiance, we might have, like, not a first look, but, like, a first maybe touch. Mm-hmm. Like, kind of like how...
my oldest did.
Yeah, your oldest and his wife did. Mm-hmm. But they were, like, kind of around corners where they didn't see each other.
Yeah, those were really good pictures. Yeah. My son got cufflinks from my daughter-in-law, and she had them specially designed, and it had
someone very important to him.
Yeah. And one was an image of him, and the other was the saying that he would say a lot. So that was very
personal,
very touching, and she freaking nailed it.
Which I'm gonna have to think of something. Although my fiance said that I did really good with Christmas, so if I keep on that track, which he hasn't even read the book that I got him that he was excited about. Too busy playing games. Mm-hmm.
There is comments on this one too. The Facebook comment number 1, the Facebook group tip is so clutch. I don't know how many times I see nearlyweds posting here for recommendations for local vendors, especially with things like affordable, not too expensive, don't break the bank. Every request post I see in my local group has vendors flooding in. Thank you for sharing this. I didn't even think of that. Mm-hmm. I do see a lot of like brides that are trying to sell like a lot of their decor.
Yeah.
And they're like $20 for the whole box. And it's like, holy crap. And it's like a truck full. There's also this like very large wedding yard sale that happens every year where we're at. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know about it until I saw a Facebook advertisement for it. And I was like, oh, well, that might be cool.
I might want to like at least go to that once just to see.
And this, one of the gals, she bought literally everything that she needed for under $200. There was only 2 more chairs that she needed to buy, and it was like for the bridal table. They were specific chairs that she wanted. So
that's cool.
She walked away with a steal for sure. Comment number 2. Love this list. How did your public vows differ from the private version? OP response. For the public ones, we found some pre-written boilerplate vows and made customizations so they were different from each other. We basically used a template and made it our own, so we weren't reading something generic or repeating the same vows to each other. They were so simple to us, but people said they cried. Haha. Doing private vows just made us both feel so much more at ease with writing them. When I started to write them with the intent of reading them publicly, it felt like I was writing them for the audience more than for my husband. And I wanted them to be just for him. It allowed us both to inject some humor and jokes that we wouldn't have wanted to explain to all of our guests. We were both snotty, sobbing, reading them to each other. It was super special. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's so sweet.
Yeah. I definitely think me and my fiance are probably going to do that.
Yeah.
Do something like, because we want the ceremony less than like 5 minutes. We want to get up there, say I do, and get to the reception.
Get to the party.
Yeah. Oh, man. Now that we're done with the wedding talk for today, or for this episode, we're going to get into Creepypasta. And I believe we have 2 stories.
I think so, yes.
So I'm going in with the first one. The women greet each other by claiming how many eggs died inside them.
No thanks.
What the fuck did you find? Okay, I like to go into this fancy hotel, and they have a restaurant where I like to get food. I have never stayed at the hotel, but rather I liked the food, and it was a nice communal space. Ever since going to this hotel, I couldn't help myself but to observe something strange. That the women inside this establishment greet each other by saying how many eggs inside of them had died. It is a strange way to greet someone, and they even greet themselves like this to other men. Hello, Linda. 10 eggs inside of me have died today. What the fuck? One would say to another woman. Hello, Pauline. 20 eggs inside of me have died today. The other woman would reply back with a smile on her face. I am still perplexed by this, and every time I witness it, I can't help but be entertained by it all. I wouldn't be fucking eating there. Even the men inside this establishment greet each other in a similar fashion, and I don't understand it at all. Hey, Greg, 10 sperms have died inside of me today, Greg said to the other guy. Hey, Saul, 10 sperms have died inside me today. The other guy would reply, Are you sure this is creepy?
I don't know if it is or not.
These people are definitely unique, and this hotel seems to house them. Because I have not seen or heard anyone greet each other in the normal way, the whole world does it outside. Then one day another person walks into the hotel and he wants a room. He says hello to another guy wearing a similar suit as him, and it's clear that he is not a part of this world by the way he greets others. The other guy he said hello to, he gave a funny, angry look back at him. Then everyone in the hotel stared angrily at the new guy who stepped into the hotel. They knew he wasn't one of them by the way he greeted people. He isn't one of us, one of them spoke. We are made from dead eggs and dead sperms, and this guy comes in, he is made from good living sperm and eggs. Another spoke out. It's like they were jealous. Like, where the fuck is this going? Then they started to touch him, and they were turning him into something. He was getting younger and younger, and then he separated back into the divided healthy sperm and egg. They all stomped on it. Then they went back to greeting each other with smiles. Hello, 10 eggs died inside of me today, one woman said. Yes, 100 eggs died inside of me today, another woman replied. 150 sperms died inside of me today, another man said. 300 sperms died inside of me today, another man replied.
Such a stupid story.
What the, where the Where the fuck did you find? Obviously Reddit, but like, what the
Yeah, that is fucking... I didn't even... Okay, I have to tell you, I only grabbed it because of the title.
You should have fucking read it.
I should have fucking read it because that was stupid.
What the?
Yeah, that's not a good story.
That's not creepy at all. That's fucking...
weird. And not in a good way.
Oh, man. Okay. Hopefully the second one you
Yeah, that was boring.
It was
a boring story.
It was kind of funny though.
Yeah, it was funny, but it
was a little bit different. Maybe the next one won't be scary, and since it's nighttime, we won't have a problem.
Okay, our second creepypasta says every night at 12:35 a.m. the bouncing starts.
Is it like bouncing of a headboard?
Oh, the egg and the sperm.
Making the normal people.
Yeah. I've already asked everyone I know who might have an explanation for this, and I still don't know how to deal with it. If you have any ideas, I'm open to suggestions. It all started almost a month ago. I was finishing up some work, shut down my computer, and got ready for bed. Brushed my teeth, put on my pajamas, and turned on a nature documentary at low volume. I set the sleep timer. I set the sleep timer and tried to fall asleep. A few minutes later, the TV turned off, but I still couldn't sleep. Must have been the coffee I had earlier to finish my work. I started thinking about what I'd done, what I might have forgotten. I realized I still hadn't paid the internet bill, and the due date was coming up. I was about to grab my phone to watch some funny videos when I heard a strangely familiar noise. A boom. Probably the neighbors, I thought, or an animal outside. A cat, maybe. But then it happened again. Boom. Nothing crazy, just the sound of something hitting the floor. This time it was clearer. It was coming from inside the house. I looked around for a weapon. The closest thing I had was my camera tripod. I grabbed it as aggressively as I could and headed to the living room. Another boom. I walked slowly, holding my breath, tensing my arms. I might have to hit someone. When I got to the living room, I saw the source of the noise, a rubber ball, no bigger than an apple. It bounced off the floor again. Boom. I carefully set the tripod down by the couch and went to the kitchen. I needed water. I turned on the faucet, filled the glass. Another boom. I walked back and just stood there, watching the ball, one hand on my hip, drinking water. It kept bouncing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Just stand there watching it.
Yeah. Like, you got this ball that's just moving on your own, and you're like, oh, I need some water.
It kept bouncing. Boom. It would rise almost to shoulder height and fall again. Boom. A chill ran through me. I caught it midair and set it on the dining table on my way back to the bedroom. Finished my water, got back in bed. Didn't hear it again that night. Figured it was just a weird episode. The next morning I looked for the ball, waited to see if it was something special. Couldn't find it. Went to work, life went on. That night I tried to fall asleep early. Actually managed to doze off until it woke me up. Boom. Same sound, just a bounce. I stared at the ceiling. Boom. I didn't want to get up. Couldn't be bothered. Boom. Shit. Got up, went to the living room, grabbed the ball, and threw it out the window. Went back to bed and fell asleep. Next day was normal. I told Fred about it. He gave me this weird look like I was joking. I dropped it. Maybe it was just a bad dream. Went home, tried to sleep, and while I was asleep, boom. I checked the time. 12:35 a.m. Got pissed. What kind of sick prank is this? I don't care who you are, this isn't funny. Grabbed the ball, took it to my room, and put it in the nightstand. Next morning, it was gone. The following night, I invited Fred and his wife, Lena, over. Poker, drinks. We were in the dining room playing when right at 12:35, boom. I didn't say anything. Wanted to see his reaction. Fred looked at me confused. What's that sound? It's the ball, the thing I told you about. He gave me this look, almost pity. Then another boom. His expression shifted to mild annoyance. We all went to the living room. There it was. The ball bouncing almost shoulder high. This isn't funny, man. You're going too far. He grabbed Lena's hand and they left without another word. The ball bounced again. Boom. I grabbed it and threw it out the window as hard as I could, cleaned up the table and went to bed. At least now I knew I wasn't hallucinating. The nights kept going like that, every single night, exactly at 12:35, the bounce. Boom. I bought earplugs. Didn't matter. The sound cut right through them. Boom, boom, boom. I tried getting rid of it. Threw it in the trash, threw it in the river, gave it away. It always came back. Thought maybe it was the house. Called a priest. He did an exorcism. Told me to pray. I did. Thought that would work. That night, right at 12:35, the goddamn ball was back. Boom. Got a hotel room. Maybe it was the house. Everything was fine until 12:35. Boom. The ball bouncing in the hallway. Went to a witch. She said it was a curse. Charged me a month's salary to lift it. I paid. Thought it was over. That night, 12:35. Boom. I snapped, grabbed the ball, took it to the kitchen, picked up the sharpest knife I had and cut it into pieces. Wanted to see if there was something inside. There was nothing. I threw the pieces into the fireplace and lit it. Watched it burn. Caught a faint smell of iron. Doused the fire, scooped up the ashes and tossed them. Went to sleep. Next day, my boss fired me. Said I'd been missing too much work. Terrible day. That night, I couldn't sleep. And at 12:35, the ball bounced again. Boom. Went to Fred the next day. Tried to explain, tried to stay calm, tried to make him understand. I know it sounds crazy. Please believe me. He invited me over, tried to make it nice, told old stories from when we were kids. We were laughing, having drinks, when at 12:35, the ball bounced in the next room. This time, Fred's face went pale. Real horror. I started walking toward it. He stopped me. Just stood there watching it bounce. This is impossible. He waved his hands around it, looking for strings. Nothing. I grabbed it. I've tried everything. I'm sorry. I went back home in the early morning, tried to sleep. Fred hasn't called me since. I've tried calling him. He doesn't answer. I'm writing this because I don't know what else to do. Do any of you have problems with a rubber ball too?
Creepypasta wasn't hitting it this time.
Nope.
I mean, like, that's kind of creepy, just to, like, constantly have a ball following you,
Yeah.
but, like, at the same time.
Like, why? Is it possessed?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely missing some oomph in those.
Yeah. Definitely the first one. I want to mention that we are trying something new and moving our episodes to Tuesdays and Fridays.
Woo-woo.
So far, it seems just to work out better, and hopefully we can stay more consistent on posting episodes.
Yeah.
We're trying our best. But sometimes it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. For sure.
With that is all we have for today. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions or comments, you can find us on Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, which you'll get up soon, and and Instagram at Girls Gone Curious Podcast. Until next time.
Bye.